KK Java tutorials. In this series of Python, in this video tutorial, we'll talk about uh, can we create multiple constructors in Python? Yeah. So let's try to find the answer through an example. So here I'm going to create a class is called person. Let's say class name is person. Yeah. And here I'm going to create a constructor. As you know, in Python, constructor we can create using a init method, right? And this method gets called automatically whenever we create an object of person, right? So here, just to check that when we create an object of person, then this constructor gets called automatically, will print some message. So I will say person is instantiated, right? And here I'm going to create constructor. Let's say I'm going to create not a constructor but an object of person. So p equal to, I would say, person, right? And if I run this program, then let's see what gets printed, saying that person is instantiated, right? That means whenever we create an object of person, then constructor gets called automatically. Let's say I'm going to call twice, I'm going to create two object of person, then this init method will be called twice. Here you can see. But here thing is that can we define multiple constructor in Python? Let's say sometime I would like to create an object of person by passing no parameter. Sometimes I would like to create a person object by passing a single argument, sometimes more than one argument. Then how is it possible to define multiple constructor matching with the number of and type of parameter, or basically number of parameters? So let's try to find the answer. So now if I try to run this application, so for this line of code we can get this message person instantiated, but this line of code is getting failed, saying that takes one positional argument but two were given. So here whenever you create an object of person, then here by default self is going to pass. So even though if we do not pass any argument, but self is there by default. What is self then? So when you define a constructor, right, in Python, and init is nothing but the constructor, right? So self here we are passing automatically. It's here a name basically given by the basically PyCharm self, but it's not mean that you have to give it the always name as self. You can give anything, but that should be the first parameter. If you have a multiple parameter constructor, then self would be the first parameter, and whatever name you are giving at the first place, first argument, that which consider as equivalent to self. But what is self? Self is nothing but this is the instance of our current class, right? So wherever you are going to define this method or constructor, so there you have to pass the self, and self is the instance of that class, right? And that is created by default, right? You don't need to create self, right? Let's say I would like to pass one let's say one more parameter, name. Then name, I want one object that should take one parameter name, and that basically attribute I would like to initialize. So I would say not this. If you are from Java background or C++, then you have a this, and equivalent keyword you have self over here. So self dot name equals to, you have to write the name, right? Now you can create an object something like that, but this is going to be failed, right? Now let me show you. So now at this time this is getting failed, but so I'm going to comment this one, and this is going to pass because now we got the constructor which can accept one parameter, right? Self is not going to consider, but self is going to pass automatically over here as a first argument. You don't need to specify, but now it is working perfectly fine. Now thing is that I want class person class to be instantiated like this as well. Then in that case we need one constructor which does not basically force me to pass any argument, right? Well, so in that case what we can do, we can assign some default value to this argument. So default value as unknown, sorry, unknown name, something like this. So what will happen, so if you are passing name, then that will be assigned to this name variable, right? If you do not assign, if you do not pass any variable, then this will take this as a value, and same you can print and you can check it over here, right? Here we can check, we can see what the name gets printed. Now in this case, let's see what happened. If I run, then here you can see when first time I'm trying to create an object or person by passing no argument, then saying that person is instantiated because of this line of code, and then value of name, unknown name, is getting printed. When second time I'm creating an object by passing one string argument, then saying that person is instantiated, and at this time name variable holds k key, right? In that way, basically we can we are not creating multiple constructor, but we should be able to basically create an multiple object with different number of arguments. But here I can create an object without passing any argument. I can create passing one argument. What if I want more argument in my constructor, right? So, and another thing, if you want to hard code some values within this, right? It's like I can do like self dot, let's say, age, and equals to here I can hard code some value, right? Like 30. And here of course once you get the instance, right? Once you get the instance, then here you can print the value, right? I would say print. So for both the instance we can print two values, right? Name, so I would say p dot name, and I would say p dot age. So age already we have hard coded, something like that you can hard code it, right? So I want one instance to be created. Name, if while the object creation time, if name is passing, then that name has to assign. If name is not coming, then unknown value to be assigned. But for age I want 30 to be fixed, right? So that is also possible. So here I am going to print value for both the objects. So here you can check it out what gets printed. In first case, unknown name, right, is getting printed. So here let me remove this one. So already we are printing both values for both the objects. So here you can see, so saying that instance is created unknown name and 30. So here we are not passing name, so unknown name gets assigned, and 30 age is 30 hard coded. In second time saying that person instantiated, name is kk because we are passing kk. Age we haven't passed, just we have hard coded, right? So 30 is getting printed. So some value, if you want to hard code in any in a constructor itself, right, and that will be same for all the object for person, then you can hard code like this as well. Now thing is that I want to create a person object by passing many parameters, right? I don't know how many parameters I have to pass. Then what I have to do I need to define multiple constructor over here with a different number of parameters? No, you don't need to really define, guys. So we can accommodate those things in the single constructor itself, right? But if you define more than init method or more than one constructor in a class, then last, let's say if you are defining more than one init method, right, then what will be the consequences? If you define more than one constructor, something like this, then what will happen? Last constructor will be taken. So in source code you have a first constructor, then second constructor, then second constructor will be taken, right? So second constructor will override the first constructor. If you have a three constructor, then last constructor will be considered, right? So last constructor will be override rest of the constructor. These things you have to keep in mind. Of course you can define, but last constructor will be taken, right? So these things you have to, but the question is that I would like to create object, multiple object of person with different number of arguments. In that case, what you can do, so first parameter I'm passing name, and third parameter you can pass something is called uh, variable length argument, and that you can put asterisk first of all, and then you can give args, right? So just you have to create one variable, and that variable you have to prefix with the asterisk, and this is called, guys, so this is called variable length argument. So if you use variable length argument, then you can pass any number of parameter, right? But it's not mean that always you have to give args. This is just a convention, it's not a rule. You can give any name over here, right? But you have to prefix that variable name with asterisk, right? Now I can create person object by passing let's say first parameter I'm going to pass pk, which is going to assign in name, and afterwards I can pass any number of argument. Let's say I would say sk, then some number I can pass any type of parameter, right? Something like this. So what will happen in this case? In this case, first parameter is going to assign to the name value, and rest of the argument is going to assign to the this args as a tuple. Let me show you. So here you have to do, of course, self dot args equal to args, right? Something like this. And of course here you can so what about the rest of the argument? What would be the value of args? So if you are not sending value for args, here we are not setting any value, right? So in this case, name would be unknown name, default value. What would be the value for this object? So value for this object args is nothing but the empty tuple, right? So if I do p dot args, then it will print empty tuple, right? I will use the same print for everywhere. Now if I run, then let's see what gets printed. So saying that let me comment this guy. So if I run, for object value is coming unknown name is 30, because 30 I have hard coded. For args, for first object we are not passing anything, so it is printing just empty tuple. For second object name, just we are passing, so name is printing kk, age is 30, which is hard coded, and args nothing but the empty tuple again, right? For third object, so we are passing name as pk, which is getting printed, and rest of the, and age is getting printed 30, and p dot args, that is nothing but tuple. So these values gets assigned to the tuple, right? Of course tuple you can basically basically you can iterate through the for loop, right? So if let's say I would like to iterate the tuple, right, then how we can do that? We can do that easily, right? So I'll do for, let's say, s in, I would say p dot args, and easily you can iterate over the tuple, right? I'd say s. So here easily we can iterate over the tuple. Here you can see we can iterate over the tuple. Now thing is that let's say if you want to pass, instead of list of a tuple of values, if you want to pass dictionary of values, right, as a key value pairs, then also you can pass something is called asterisk and kwargs, right? So this is just a convention, this name is just a convention, whether you follow or doesn't follow doesn't matter. But before any variable name you have to give the two asterisks. That means here, now here you can pass zero or many key value pairs like a dictionary. But if you give the single asterisk, then you can pass tuple. Either you can pass zero or many values, right? So now I'm going to create a object again, and here I am able to pass key value pairs. Something is called, let's say price of fruits I am passing. So I'd say mango, and mango equals to, let's say, 200, and something like apple equals to, let's say, 400, something like this. So these key value pairs will be assigned to the last argument here, right, as a dictionary, right? So now you can basically print those values over here. So here I could do uh, p dot, and of course you need to assign this value in your constructor. I would say self dot kw args equals to kw args, and of course kw args, kw means keyword arguments, variable length arguments. And here we can print, right? If I can iterate here, you can see. So now key value pairs has been assigned at a dictionary, right? And of course dictionary you can if you want to iterate dictionary, right? So I'd say let's say fruit, I would say price, which is basically available in uh, dictionary, that you can iterate. Uh, that is a dictionary, right? You can do something it's called, let's say, items we have, and here you can print key value, right? So here you can say like fruit and price you can print, right? If you want to iterate over the dictionary, then that's the way to do that. Sorry. So here we can iterate over the, here you can see we have two key value pairs. So here we can iterate over the dictionary, something like this. So this is the code to iterate over the dictionary with key and value, right? And we have a items function, right? So that's how you can create a single constructor, but you can pass multiple value, or you can use variable length argument or keyword variable length argument to pass either a zero or many variable names, or zero or many key value pairs as well, while creating an object of a person or any custom object, right? So that's what I wanted to discuss in this video tutorial, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Big thank you, and see you there in the next video tutorial.